Good morning and welcome to another Saturday Somm-Things with Mats. Hi, I'm Mats and it's the beginning of a St. Patrick's Day week, and you know Denver celebrates St. Patrick's Day like no other. But I digress. Today I have a very special guest. His name is Eric Powers. He works for Constellation Brands, and this is the first time at the table for you, Eric, so welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers, and we're going to discuss a new category that is off and running. These wines are going to be lower in calorie, lower in carbs, but Eric, I'm going to follow your lead, so let's talk about these wines.
Thank you, Mats. And thank you for allowing me to be here this morning. I'm thrilled to be here to talk with you, to talk about this collection of fantastic wines in front of us. The overarching premise for these wines is a better for you offering of wine. And really how they came to be was the desire to showcase for the consumer a wine that typifies, say, a Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc or a Meiomi Pinot Noir, wines that in their own right are extremely popular, that people around the world trust and enjoy, but with a lower calorie count and slightly less alcohol.
Right. So the first one is the Simi.
That's right, yeah. So the Simi Brightful here, you know, it's funny, Mats. We're here in the midst of March in Women's History Month, and there is perhaps no brand in our portfolio of wines and spirits that better typifies female leadership than Simi here. This winery was founded in Healdsburg, California, 1876, and for 70 years, Isabel Simi led the operations of this winery. She started when she was 18 years old. Today we have this wine, the Simi Brightful Chardonnay from winemakers Lisa Evich and Rebecca Valls. So,
I like the nose. It's very light, it's very lifted, a little bit of buttercreams and lemon verbena, but the taste is even lighter than the nose. Truth be told, it's the first time I'm tasting these wines because I like my wine fully leaded, high in alcohol. But it's nice for the waistline. People in Colorado are health conscious, and people who did dry January are slowly easing back into the
absolutely.
the throes.
You know, the dry January term is something that I would argue most people are familiar with. Certainly, you know, our viewership here today. For the first time this year, however, we noticed that there might be some evidence that people are shying away from that just slightly and opting instead for trends of balance and of moderation. Everything in moderation, it's commonly said. These wines present an opportunity to enjoy wine year-round instead of just for 1 month out of the year, in an effort to longer term lead a healthier lifestyle.
Sure, and a better waistband.
That's it.
So, number two,
Yeah.
Kim Crawford.
So Kim Crawford, Illuminate Sauvignon Blanc here. Kim Crawford is a name in the wine industry that really needs no introduction, right? And this winery is far from what started in, you know, the late 90s in North Island in New Zealand. But at its core is still that bright, effusive Sauvignon Blanc. And the winemaking process behind this, the de-alcoholization technology, was there was a focal point to retain that aroma and that original character of the Sauvignon Blanc that people, again, have come to know and to really love.
I still get really nice grassy notes, lemongrassy notes, and tropical fruits. And just a shout out to Kim and Erica Crawford, whom I did a video with last year. She was wonderful. And with this wine, 70 calories. Most wines have 140 calories, so it's half that. I'm getting a lot of pear, honeysuckle. The taste is still there, but it's not as morning glass of grapefruit juice that you come to expect.
Absolutely. And when that alcohol is removed, you know, our winemaking team adds it back in slowly until it reaches a tipping point, if you will, where that inflection point is both lower in calorie, lower in alcohol,
Right.
but also is the perfect balance, retaining the core kind of character of the wine.
And you could still pair this with good seafood, grilled octopus, calamari, of course, oysters, bruschetta, anything light and savory and acidic would still pair nicely with this lower calorie Kim Crawford wine. I like it.
Oyster.
This is my favorite so far. Okay.
All right.
Number 3.
So number 3 here, also from Kim Crawford. This is the counterpart to the Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc. This is the Kim Crawford Illuminate Rosé. Same calorie count, same alcohol. This rosé is going to be direct press method.
Okay.
70% Merlot, 30% Sauvignon Blanc, just so you know.
Truth be told, I'm getting a little bit of an off-dry element to all of these. Perhaps it's because they are very low in sugar or very low in alcohol, a little higher in sugar, low in calories. There, I said it. So you're going to get that off-dry, semi-sweetness, if you will, dynamic, which might take getting used to if you're actually looking out for your waistline. It's like a diet wine.
There you go. Yeah, it's perfect wine to be enjoyed, well chilled. This
Right.
is the idea that here around Denver, going to any of the numerous parks in the city and beyond. I mean, take this with you and enjoy well chilled, picnic style.
Sure. It's,
Absolutely.
it's definitely unique, definitely interesting, which brings us to a lot of fan favorites out there.
Absolutely. This is the newest wine of the lineup. We just got this into Argonaut, as a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago. Meiomi Bright Pinot Noir is the name of this wine, and of course, we are modeling this after the base Pinot Noir, with its unique style that has come to engender quite the following, worldwide for its unique, expressive interpretation of Pinot Noir. And so it was critical to us to retain that as best possible in this wine.
So Eric, I'm getting cola, some dark cherry notes, some Bing cherry, lifted white pepper, a little bit of cassis. It's not full-fledged Meiomi that I'm used to, but it's a nice alternative.
Yeah.
And for those people who want something lighter, maybe to start dinner with, this might fit the bill.
Yeah, I would completely agree. And this is also a wine where you can throw a slight chill on this this lighter style red, and it would react really nicely.
Real, because spring is going to be here any day now. I know everybody's getting a lot of snow, colder temperatures, but keep in mind, people out there, these are going to be nice alternatives to what I'm thinking is going to be a very pleasant spring and a very hot summer, and these wines would definitely cater to everybody and what they're trying to go to.
Yeah, a healthier lifestyle, right?
Yes. So Eric, thank you for introducing me to these 4 new wines, and Miss Sheila will put them on sale at Argonaut. So please remember to keep voting in the Westward for best store on East Colfax, best liquor store, best podcast for Whiskey Wednesdays, alliteration. And also keep in mind that Miss Sheila still has a few tickets left for the Italian tasting at the end of the month, March 30th, that's a Thursday, and it's going to be fantastic, just like these wines. So Eric, thank you for joining me at the table.
Thank you, Monty.
And everybody out there, we hope to see you soon at Argonaut. Cheers.
Cheers.